What's up? This is Vince Carter. You're listening to 3 Point Conversion. Check it out.
All right. First question is coming from James Hill with BNC Sports.
Norm, congratulations on the success. You joined the Trailblazers in the trade to help this ball club win. You guys are winning games. You took care of LA last night. Take care of San Antonio tonight. Just talk about moving forward one day at a time, and it's all about getting W's in Rip City.
Yeah, I was excited, once everything happened, settled in, meeting the guys from day one. They've been really supportive of me, what I bring to the table. So it's been really easy and really comfortable for me, finding my way, fitting in, playing off these guys. They're very serious about winning, which I love. I'm super competitive. I want to win at all costs, and I feel that from top to bottom, and the approach to every game. I think, we went through a little stretch, losing, I think 4 or 5 games in a row, and I feel like every team has to go through that at some point of the season, to really find yourself and know what we have to do. And I think after that, we've been able to put together multiple games of high level basketball, top to bottom, offensively, defensively, playing together, communicating, helping one another, and staying with it, through the ebbs and flows of a game, going through tough stretches like the beginning of the game tonight, being really tied in the first quarter and fighting our footing later in the game. So I'm really excited for what we have going forward.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Lindsay with NBC Sports Northwest.
Hey, Norman, we didn't get a chance to talk to you yesterday about your first game in front of this fan base. What are your initial thoughts now that you have 2 games under your belt and, you've gotten to play in front of Rip City and taken this atmosphere?
I'm excited, I really enjoyed it, especially for, not just me, but for everybody, being able just to have fans back in the arena. I know the energy that has always been brought playing on the other side of it, the opposing side, and how crazy they get, watching in the playoffs, all the big shots that Dame and CJ have hit throughout the years, and seeing that energy, it felt more full than it actually was. I think we're only at 10%, so I can't wait to see what it looks like, as soon as we're able to get more fans in here. But the energy has been great, and I think it's something that we really need, and everybody's been feeding off of that.
Raphael Haynes with 3 Point Conversion.
Hey, Norman, wanted to ask you, since you've been here, I know it's a new team, new atmosphere, you are learning together, but because you do have that championship pedigree, have you been more vocal these last few games during this run?
Yeah, I think more and more I've gotten comfortable in talking to the guys and what I see defensively throughout the game, telling guys to pull over or be in the gaps in different ways we can help, different rotations and things like that, giving some suggestions throughout the game, talking to Nate or Jim, offensively, defensively, and how we can get better. And I think guys, have an open ear. I felt the respect of having a championship in the locker room. The guys have said it a couple times, but I really want to help, make a deep playoff run and get to the finals and get to the championship. I talked to Dame a couple of times about how badly he wants to win a ring. So hopefully this year, I can help in different ways when we get into the playoffs and, kind of give them the little stories and things that I went through during that playoff run to help probably motivate us to, keep our foot on the gas and compete.
Casey Holdahl, Trailblazers.com.
Norman, what did you see in the fourth quarter there? It seemed like you were really making an effort to get to the rim. Seemed like maybe you were trying to kind of close it out. What were they presenting you in the fourth quarter that allowed you to get going?
I think they went to a zone, know, in a zone. I think a tendency for teams, not just us, but opposing teams as well, is to stand around, try to find what to do and where to attack. And I was just trying to find the seams of the zone. They're really spaced out high, so I was able to crack the gaps on the wings and get into the teeth of the defense and read what the middleman big was able to do But we didn't want to play with them, coming out in the fourth quarter. The first 5 minutes were going to be really big to determine the flow of the game, whether they're going to have some life or we can keep our foot on their necks and not give them any energy. So I was just trying to be aggressive and make the plays that were in front of me with the zone, trying to slow us up.
Dwight James, NBC Sports Northwest.
Hey, Norm, Coach talked about Damian improving as a game manager throughout his career, managing everything. I know, I mean, it kind of seems lately to be picking his spots more, like there at the end of the second quarter when he scored, and kind of took the game over for a little bit. But he doesn't seem to be doing that as much as he's now kind of spreading the ball around a little more. Do you see that in him? You've played against him for a while and played with him now for a little while. What do you see in that regard?
Yeah, I definitely see it. He's very vocal, and then he also goes out there and shows it when he's playing. He just walked in the room, so I feel like I shouldn't gas him up too much. But he's doing a great job with that. I think that's one of the main reasons why we're playing so well. Knowing when to attack, when to find teammates in the right spots to get them going, to make the defense shift and change when he has the ball, reading the defenses that's been thrown at him. I think we talk about how Toronto, our schemes and stuff like that would frustrate him a little bit. But I think he's done a great job in doing that through the full 48, whether he's on the court or from the bench watching the game.
Christos Saltis with Sport DNA.
Hello, Norman. Hope you're doing well. From your perspective, what is the biggest improvement, the biggest difference in the last 8 games of your team, and how big part of your improvement was Dame's game?
I think the biggest improvement is focusing in and being more physical and aggressive on the defensive end, which is allowing us to get out and get into a flow offensively, even when we have touch stretches offensively, when we're getting good shots and they're not going in for whatever reason. It's not affecting us on the other end of the game, and we're locking in on that. And I think that's giving us energy and life throughout the course of the game. What was your second question?
It's about how big a part of your improvement was Dame's game.
I think it's a big improvement. I think I've been getting better and better playing off of them, reading, setting screens to get him open, which will allow me to get open because he draws a lot of attention offensively. I think being able to bring the ball up every few times, having a playoff ball, relieve some of the pressure off him, being able to get cuts and things on the weak side, playing through Nurk. I think that's really been helping us where he's not always having the ball and having to set up and facilitate. He can kind of play off the ball and make his reads that way. But I think that's what I bring, another ball handler, another scoring guard that, puts pressure on the defense. So CJ and Dame can get going.
Last question is coming from Maria with TAB Deportes.
Hi, Norman. Hope you're well. What do you think are the keys to build on this victory and take on the next games with that same intensity, especially now that every single game counts?
The biggest takeaway is keeping our defensive effort and energy up and be tied in on that side. We can't really hang our hats offensively. I know we're a great offensive team. We got 2 guards that can really get it going and fill up the stat sheet, and I can get it going as well. We have a lot of weapons, but I don't think we should hang our hats on that, whether the ball's going in the net or not. We got to hang our hats defensively. That's the most important thing, so we can be ready for the playoffs, because that's what it's going to come down to, playing defense, being able to get stops, and then we got to do that to close out these games, because every game is important when you look at the standings.
All right, thanks, Norm. We're going to wrap here.
All right, thank you.